Welcome to Business Power Tools. I've been helping entrepreneurs and business owners like you with their business plans, strategies, and deals, and growing their companies for more than 40 years. I'm Burke Franklin, the creator and CEO of Business PowerTools. My idea of making the world a better place is by developing the tools you need to build a successful business around your ideas for making the world a better place. In fact, all of our business building tools address the difficult but necessary projects you don't deal with very often. Yet so much is riding on the outcome. You're investing in your money and probably money from friends, family, and investors, certainly the next few years of your life, and of course a great idea that you want to build a business around. I graduated from UC Santa Barbara with a BA in business economics, including 3 years of electrical engineering. My hero's journey started in the early 80s after working briefly for a small computer startup. I was hired away by Texas Instruments to sell electronic parts in Southern California. An opportunity then came along to become the electronics buyer for the Sharper Image catalog. Lots of guy gadgets, bright shiny objects, and very successful back in the day. I was later promoted to catalog copywriter because they liked how I translated technology into English. And fast forward, I discovered a very cool standalone word processor in Silicon Valley that I just couldn't resist selling. I share my history with you because the lessons learned contribute to the success of our products, as well as for you as you use them. Anyway, after a couple of years, word processors died like dinosaurs. I started my own business creating sales literature for tech companies, the kind of sales tools I wished I always had at my previous jobs. Anyway, I'm not that easy to sell to, but when I helped my clients refine their sales pitch so even I'd want to buy it or invest, so did their customers and investors. Then one day, the phone rang. A friend of mine was in the process of selling his engineering software to Apple. At the time, the Small Business Administration, the SBA, had done a study of businesses that failed and discovered that 60% of them had no business plan. I think Apple knew that and wanted to evaluate my friend's business plan to make sure that his company would stay in business to provide future upgrades and support. At the time, I thought of a business plan as an elaborate brochure that would sell his concept to people at all levels and responsibilities with various perceptions, biases, and interests. The interesting thing I learned from selling complex high-ticket items like word processors is that you must sell the very same product by shuffling its attributes according to your prospect. So many people are invested in a purchase like that. We paid a lot of attention to the actual end user. Their manager would be relieved to know how happy and productive their people would be. The CFO is interested in a good deal. And the CEO is happy to have his or her company performing at all-time high level while making money and looking good. Throughout it all, they needed to believe in me. I was my company to them. This is a concept that's critical and crucial with investors and lenders. Likewise, our business plan for Apple needed to speak to a variety of people at all levels. Marketing people wanted to know how we were going to promote the company to grow the business. Finance was all over the numbers and what made them believable. R&D was more than curious about bug fixes, the development process, and project management. Steve Jobs, I regret I never met him. But if it was insanely great, we knew we were on the same page. We addressed everything imaginable, the worst cases, the best cases, multiple contingencies, the list goes on. Was it overkill? Well, the better question was, how much was at stake for us? Considering the payday, the effort was well worth it. We got the deal with Apple. Over the next year, my expertise in doctoring business plans attracted other entrepreneurs who had some brilliant business ideas, but were unconvincing about their product market fit, their business model, their marketing strategy, or their financial plan. And their plans sucked. I know why investors hate reading most of them. In a moment, I'll share 3 critical tips for keeping your credibility with investors. So just like the Apple team, investors appreciate candor and detail too. Once you get their attention and pique their interest, the wheels start turning. Sure, a summary and a good pitch deck may get them interested, but they'll sleep on it and wake up with questions. They'll call their friends and experts. They'll have more questions. Eventually, they'll want to see it all in writing. They'll want it right the first time, and their due diligence will seek to confirm everything you claim. If you've watched the Shark Tank and cringed when the founder on stage floundered, unable to answer a predictable question, what do the sharks ask? Do you have a business plan? Hopefully, you appreciate the value of developing your own business plan because you're the one on the spot. And investors pray every day that someone, you, will walk in their door with a company worth funding. Anyway, a long story short, I was standing in the shower one day when it crossed my mind that if I see another crappy business plan, I was going to scream. What if I took all the content I developed, redacted everything proprietary, and replaced it with a variety of customizable, multiple choice options and offered it as a catalog-like software template that more people could use? Voila! This template became BizPlan Builder, the first of its kind. It's not just any BizPlan, this is BizPlan Builder. It's created from my original investor sales brochure. now evolved and upgraded over 30 years. Along the way, as I worked with some similar companies, I saw that all kinds of things went wrong. Undercapitalization, market budgets squandered, employee lawsuits, safety issues and legal problems. Inspired to help others build businesses that would make our world a better place, we became our own guinea pigs, seeking to remove as many common mistakes and as much unnecessary BS as possible to keep you successful in business and growing. We followed up with Marketing Builder, picking up where the business plan left off, and then continued with our PR Builder with sample press releases and tutorials. We added Employee Manual Builder and Safety Plan Builder, each full of actual policies, procedures, and all kinds of easily customizable templates to protect your people and your company. Altogether, at the time, my company had 10 products in about 3,500 retail stores, generating $12 million in sales with 30 employees. So I've been down the road you're on. So today, all of our tools have been integrated into a streamlined online dashboard. You'll quickly notice that everything works alike and works together. There's no need to buy and learn 100 other apps to accomplish what you can do with Business PowerTools. The entire system also enables in-person or remote collaboration with your team and advisors to get these projects done quickly and efficiently. Plus, we've also infused them throughout with contemporary mindfulness, intelligence, and 30+ years of experience, everything to help you succeed in your business. We even provide access to investors and advisors ready to support you. Okay, I promised to give you 3 tips to build credibility with investors. Here goes. A while back, as a judge for a business plan competition, I was on a panel with 3 venture capitalists. Every competing team claimed that they would do $1 million in their first year. Now, on a break, I asked the VCs how often that happens, and they all burst out laughing. You'd be surprised at how often we get that, they said. Number 2, when you build your revenue model, start with real, verifiable data to demonstrate the actual size of your potential market. Industry association memberships, subscriber lists, or infographics to illustrate and prove them. A competitor shows how one could just drag a graph to make your numbers look good. How are you going to explain your logic or walk an investor through that process? And number 3, never say, if we just get 1% of the market, red lights and sirens sound the alarm right away and you're out. It's just lazy, unrealistic, and reveals that you didn't do your homework. So if you've got a great business idea and you think you should do it, we've got the ideal roadmap to get you there. If you're making changes to your company, we have ways to think it through and play what if. If you want to sell your company, heck, I'd like to think you could bolt on everything we make and double your price. We've even had a few subscribers who've realized their idea would never fly and our plan saved their life savings. But most importantly, if you have an old plan or no plan, now is the perfect time to sort your ideas and coordinate with your team. It's a brave new world. If you're looking to raise capital, you got to get started on your plan. I recommend starting with our BizPlan Builder business planning system. You'll be that much closer to getting the money you need. I'm sure you're researching all over the internet looking for the right tools. Besides considering prices, remember what's on the other side. For example, with your business plan, $50,000, $500,000, $5 million, $500 million buys a lot of freedom. Get started now. Try the Business PowerTools platform free for 2 weeks. You can cancel or suspend your subscription at any time. We'll save your work. We've been down the road you're on, and we've made these tools for your success. Welcome to Business PowerTools.